sand and bark and also perlite.
Okay.
Perlite is just something that holds moisture in the soil. That way you don't have to water quite as much. And it's all abrasive. All right. This loader right here, we service it every 200 hours. I only have to grease it once a month. And it stays in bark, dirt, water, and all constant.
Everything's corrosive.
Right. If you can look and tell, you don't see a lot of grease. You don't see a lot of grease protruding. Now there you see some and all, but it doesn't get hard and brittle.
Right.
Because the concentrate is in the grease, so therefore it reacts when this moves up and down. It reaches that 99-degree temperature, so therefore you don't have to grease this piece of equipment every day like you used to have. Now you grease it once a month.
Awesome.
Because it's got joints everywhere. I mean, you got them down here. This pin, when I got it from John Deere, was completely stuck. You can take this bucket on and off. It would not move. John Deere come out here and worked for hours trying to free it up.
Right.
And I took the concentrate and went out there and poured on it. Boom. It moved. Over here, there's bearings on all of this. On that hopper, the conveyor, and everything. The soil is put in there and then it's tracked to the inside to be able to do the potting. And you see those bearings right there where he's at?
Yep.
They're in soil on the other side. I'll show it to you. He's already dug this one out.
Okay.
That pillow block bearing is covered in soil.
Right.
All right, on the other side, I take you, see where he's digging?
Yep.
The bearing on the other side is submerged in soil.
Right.
Come over here a little bit. Same thing with this, once a month. Every week, once a month. See right here? You see that bearing?
Yep.
You see what it's running in?
Yep.
You know how old that bearing is?
No, how old?
8 years old.
That's impressive.
8 years old.
And how often do you have to treat that?
Once a month.
Once a month.
Once a month. And here, this is the inside hopper. The soil comes in, comes down. It runs down into the conveyor belt, down into the hopper. And then they put the pots here and it goes down and fills them up with soil. Well, up under here, you get a whole lot of soil. It just runs in it. All right. The beds of these conveyor belts have been treated. I can show you the one over here that you can get to.
Okay.
Same thing with these bearings as I do the others. But look at that, feel it.
Wow. And you treat that with a spray?
With the spray.
Okay.
Yes.
And when you put it on there, do you give it a buff with a steel wool?
Steel wool.
That brings the temperature up on the
Now,
contact.
in the summertime.
Okay.
It gets hot down here.
Okay.
It gets real hot down here. We're talking, up around 100 degrees some days.
Right.
And I pick a day that it's good and hot. That way the metal's already right there at that 99-degree mark.
Right.
And then I treat it and forget about it.
Right. And how often do you do that?
Been done one time.
One time.
One time.
Yeah. So if you did it once a year, you'd be
Oh, you'll be fine.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it.
That's awesome.
Same thing down there. Those bearings, they run in grease and dirt. Not grease. They run in dirt and so forth.
Right.
Trying to think of what else is in here. Most of what's in here is bearings and gearboxes.
Okay.
And the gearboxes, you also add into it. I put 2 ounces per quart of oil that goes in a gearbox.
The liquid concentrate,
The liquid
2 ounces per quart of oil.
Right. That way it drops
Right.
that temperature in that gearbox when it's running, and you don't have to worry about it.
And does that also allow you to go longer in between oil changes?
Oh, definitely. Some of these have never been changed. I'm not going to stand there and tell you no story. Some of them have never been changed.
And as long as
As long as the concentrate's in there, it's doing the job.
right.
We probably replace a gearbox once every 4 years. And it's not because of the concentrate, it's because it created a leak or something, and we didn't get told about it, so therefore it ran without anything in it.
Right.
That's why we had to replace the gearbox.
Gotcha. Yep.
Morning, Glory. Same thing over here. Full block bearings. Hang on.